Shalom. Once again, back to do another lesson, Lord's will. I'd like to begin, as always, by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Kwadash. Double honors, as always, to the apostles, the bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I'd just like to complete the lesson I had begun the other day, if I may. The fall of Babylon. And, as we can see, so many things happening right now in the governments. These other nations are now beginning to reject the stance that Babylon and the so-called Jewish people have taken on the decimation that they're doing to the so-called Palestinians. The world is now beginning to come against the narrative and the people who are claiming to be, the people of the Lord. And clearly that narrative is beginning to fall apart. And as that narrative fall apart, the true children of Israel are now being gathered mentally to begin an exodus that is soon to come. So, without rambling too much, apostles always taught us. Okay, later. So I'm going to go right here into Jeremiah 30:3, and it reads, "For lo, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah." So those that understand know that Judah and Israel, the so-called Jews, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, were separated after Solomon. And the northern kingdom, they actually came over to Osiris, which is, a faraway land, but they came to America, so-called America. It wasn't America until, these people took over, raped, robbed, slaughtered, did all the vile, contemptible wickedness that they could accomplish in order to take this land, But that's another story altogether. Have the nerve to point their finger at people and tell them the wickedness that they do. Nevertheless, the time is swiftly coming upon us that salvation will be made manifest to the elect, to the 1/3, the 144,000, the 1/3. That salvation is coming, and 2/3 of Israel. It's not going to be like last time when the Most High, through His Son Yahweh Shai, brought all of us out of the land of Egypt. This time, the rest of you wicked, 2/3 are going to have to be born back into the kingdom. Born anew. You're going to come into the kingdom in a shameful perfection, because you're going to be ashamed of the way you had to come back and the things that you did in this life that you had the opportunity to repent of and didn't. But again, that's another lesson. So right now, the Most High is preparing. It says, "And I will again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it." So, in order for us to go home, something has to happen with the people that are in that land. We're not going to live with them. They're not going to live with us. To a degree they are, but not the way they think they are. They're going to be put in chains. Those that survive the destruction of that land, because that land has to be purged. It has to go through a cleansing. And the scripture says that, as a matter of fact, I'm going to get that. Bear with me. Because this is why that land this is why it's going to be so much death in that land soon. So this is Numbers 35 and 33, and it reads, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." So this is the reason why America needs to be completely annihilated, because it's shed so much blood that there's no coming back from it. The blood of the saints has truly been shed here. We know that when America gives you a number about its atrocities, it's never, a correct number. They always going to lowball it. The only time they're going to up the number is when it's something that they want to, in the times when they glorify in their wickedness. That's the only time that they're going to, when they tell you that you're the minority and they're majority, and that you've only been 12% of this land for 400 years, but you make babies like nobody's business, and they don't. But you're the minority. That's when they'll lowball it, and highball. We're the big people. We're the most people, but not so much. But again, that's just going into something else. And I'm going to keep going if I may. And this is verse 4. "And these are the words that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace." And that's like, that goes, hey, how do I see a man with his hands on his loins like a woman? Because the Most High is getting ready to bring the spirit of fear and trembling to these wicked, rebellious people. To Esau and to Jake. These Jakes that have conspired, been in cahoots with the devil, have led the sheep astray, have guided the sheep down paths that was not good for them. But hey, like the scripture says, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And we know that, the Most High's people, they have an affinity for wanting to be told lies. It's been a long process with them, from on back when they didn't want to hear the Lord speak. You don't let him speak to us more. You speak to us. But they didn't fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai properly. They didn't reverence him. They didn't honor him. Each generation just, hey, as soon as the old generation, the Most High would save us, stand us back up, put us back right, and then as soon as the next generation would come, they'd forget all that happened and go right back into wickedness. And this happened time and time again. And even to this time, all of this is done so that we will truly marvel at the salvation that the Most High brings us. We will truly marvel at the perfection that we will be brought to when that salvation comes, to be transformed, to be made perfect, to receive immortality, and that is going to be based on more sin in the elect and Israel as they return. That's that transformation. That's why immortality is coming. Because what is sin? The wages of sin is death. But the gift of the Most High is eternal life. So this is why what we have to look forward to is immortality. And this is why, these times now, hey, brothers and sisters are looking at these times like very exciting times because we know what's coming. Wisdom and strength, the wisdom and knowledge, of this knowledge is going to be the stability of our time. Knowing that all of this must be in order for salvation to take place. So we know that Jacob's trouble is coming. And all of those that have been told, oh, no, there ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble, moron. Oh, man, hey, hey, all of those people following those false teachers, man, good, hey, there's no such thing as luck, but good luck with that, because you're going to get consumed in the troubles and the chaos, and you're not going to have the proper understanding on what it is that you must be doing. You don't believe anyway. You don't have a name to call on. None of it. Are you been using this time to gain money and use this knowledge to glean the sheep to get things out of the sheep instead of, trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that he'll resolve and take care of anything necessary for you. But it is what it is. You can't tell these people anything. Once that pride demon and that greed demon enter into that vessel along with its original demon, there's no turning back. Pride is definitely not going to let you turn back, and greed is going to keep you motivated to pursue whatever wicked pursuits that you have. But there's coming a time when the plagues of Egypt come back on the new Egypt that, hey, we're going to see these so-called mighty men in complete terror and complete fear. And if a mighty man is scared, what do you think these lesser men are going to be? This is verse 6, and it reads, Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And so, hey, we know that salvation is coming to the elect of Israel. And the rest of the world. Salakia, I'm back home again. And it's like the powers of this place, boy. It's the second time I've had to pause in the middle of my lesson to attend to other things. But nevertheless, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai grants me the permission to come back and continue. So again, we don't try to make these lessons long so that the flock may be edified. We know that Jake's attention span is slightly over maybe a minute long. So just continuing on the destruction of Babylon, and the fact that this place is in the weaning moments of its time. The Most High is, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to get that after I get this, because the Most High has set bounds that this devil cannot pass, and despite whatever he thinks he may get and how he might think he may get further than what he's gotten, he has a due date, like rotten milk, So we tell people all the time that this place is Babylon, and It's Mystery Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. You know, this is the Edomite kingdom, which have basically imitated every wicked nation on the planet, from Babylon to Egypt to Sodom and Gomorrah to Greece to Rome. You know, it has emulated and taken a piece from all of these nations to formulate this place. And you know, this devil thinks that, you know, his time is going to continue, and you know, hey, the Most High has other plans. You know, and man, you know, this is Revelation 17:5, and it reads, "And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth." So, you know, that's saying something that's profound, because, you know, the nations, there's been plenty of wicked nations on the planet. You know, there's been plenty of horrible things done, but this place is referred to as the mother of harlots. You know, she's the progenitor. You know, this place, and what makes it such an abominable place is that it's it had two horns and it spoke as a lamb. It spoke. What is it? Matter of fact, might as well get it instead of trying to quote it, because I'm going to misquote it anyway. Let me see. Salakia. Salakia, bear with me for one moment. Sometimes it sucks not. You know. Matter of fact, so most likely we're going to stay right here where I'm at. So I'm going to just go back here to Revelations 13 and so like then I'm just putting this together. Some of it is already, and some of it I'm just bringing as the Most High allows the Spirit to rest on me. My memory isn't that steel trap that it used to be, so I have to look things up. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua for giving us the means and the ability to do just that. This is Revelations 13 and 11, and it reads, "And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon." And that is this place. It came up, it's got, the so-called democracy with the Republicans and Democrats. But now, and even then, but it was subtle with the way it was speaking. But now, more and more so, it's beginning that dragon's tongue is lashing out. And the whole world is witnessing it. Just like the whole world is witnessing these small the guys with the curly cues connected to their hats. It's witnessing the atrocities and the abomination of a people that claim that everything is against them, that they're always the perpetual victim. No matter how you catch them sideways, they're the victim. They're the ones that are being oppressed. They're the ones that are being, held back, and we're the Lord's people. Although the scriptures said the name of Israel be done away with, for some reason, they're the people. Always the victims, never the ones that anytime something happens, anytime they do something, we're a few hundred people were hurt or killed on of ours, so we are going to commit genocide on an entire nation of people. But we're the victims. And the world is beginning to see through this, as well as it's beginning to see that dragon-like speech of this place called America. The whole world is beginning to witness it. So the scriptures is manifesting itself, and it's a beautiful thing to have spiritual enlightenment, to actually see and understand. Contrary to what these people oh, you're taking it out of context. No, it's exactly in context. There's no more of that monkey ball madness, that taking it out of context madness. We know now that everything it's being perfectly put and held in context, and it can neither be gainsayed or disproved. You can't do nothing about this truth. Babylon is fallen. The time of Jacob's trouble is at hand. We're going to be soon introduced into this MOTB, and they're really just waiting until they can do everything in one fell swoop. They're gradually bringing us towards it, but as it begins to manifest itself, they're going to want to make it happen quickly. They're going to come in like a flood with it. So, they're just getting all, contrary to popular, belief, Esau ain't as dumb as you think he is. He's only dumb when it comes to, understanding these scriptures and the fact that he loses and loses bad. And the only thing that really makes him dumb is that he doesn't really believe it. He thinks that somehow, some way, he can circumvent what his destiny. But again, the scriptures is clear, and I think I was holding that just a bit ago. Yeah, I sure was. And this is I'm going to jump back here to dear brother Job and 14 and 5. And I'm going to start at 4, and it reads, "Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?" And that goes to all you Israelites, that you just have to save this devil. If he can't be saved, I don't. I'd rather be in the American Tesla. you know, he's got it. The Lord love everybody. It's no such thing. The Lord he's all love. He doesn't have any other emotions but love. But, this man, he's never shown you love. He's never shown you anything but contempt. And the scripture says, not one. No one can do it. No one can make a clean thing out of something that's unclean. Verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he can not pass. So this devil is not going to go 1 millisecond, microsecond, past the moment that the Most High has for him to fall like lightning. He's going to fall like lightning. And there's nothing he's going to be able to do about it. But he's going to give us a good show. Good show, boy, good show. So he's definitely going to put on a good show, because the Most High has given him the ability to put on a good show. But his good show is just going to be, poof, and then that show is over. He's going to get decimated. But it's going to look good for a moment. Like, wow, Esau doing the damn thing. And then, oh, shit. Oh, no, that's not looking good. Oh, damn. It's going to be a beauty to behold, watching him being ripped out of the power seat. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm probably doing a lot more talking than I normally do. And Baba Kashaw, forgive me for that. But I'm gonna go over here to Psalms. Because Babylon is falling. You know what I mean? Babylon is going down. America, it's those that follow its ways. All of these, man, everything it's collapsing. It's collapsing in on itself. Its economy is crumbling. They're using witchcraft and trickery to give people a false sense of peace and safety. Everything is good, everything is fine, and it's clear that it's not. It's clear as day. Clear as day that it's not. Hmm. Man, that's deep right there. Salakia, y'all. I'm going to just grab another verse real quick, then I'll come back to this one. These scriptures keep coming in my mind. If I'm going to pay them, then I need to go ahead and get them and read them, bring them out properly, so I'm not, messing them up. But this is what your leaders and your those that the people follow. This is what they continuously say, despite everything that you can see. What are you gonna believe me, or you gonna believe your lying ass eyes? This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3, and it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child." There goes that woman with child. Howbeit every man with his hands on his loin, like a woman with, there it is again. "And they shall not escape." And I'm going to read verse 4. "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." So, hey, the Most High has granted this knowledge, this wisdom and understanding to be placed in the mouth of his prophets. And through his prophets, it has gone down to the teachers, to the elders, to the bishops, to the like-minded individuals. And we attempt to bring it back out according to what we've learned, and teach, our people that have been given that ear to listen. Because, if you can't listen and you can't see it, then in all probability it's the Most High blocking you from getting it, because there's something that's causing him to want to destroy you. And he doesn't even want you to ask for forgiveness, that he be in a position to have to forgive you. He wants you in a position that you're in, doing the stupidity, the things that you're doing, just for the purpose of destroying you. And you people need to think about that, man. You need to think about it. I mean, I get it. You're not, but if the Most High gives you the thoughts, the any type of moment of clarity, you better grasp hold. You better take it full bore, because time is running out and you're not going to get a lot of chances. This thing is wrapping up, so if you don't get it, you ain't gonna get it. So this is Psalms 137 and 7, because this is the destruction that we're looking forward to. As Jacob's trouble begins, it's going to begin with Jacob, but it's going to end with you, Esau, Edom, in your destruction. And all those that are walking hand in hand with you, of the children of Israel, they're going to, celebrate in your destruction. They're going to be a part of the destruction that is Esau. And, the reason why it's Jacob's trouble, because Esau knows that he has but a short time. He knows that the destruction of this place is imminent. Though he may not want to believe it, he's seen all of the rest of the prophecies manifest themselves. And he knows in his heart, why should this one be any different? He may think he can make it different. He may think he can change his stars. But, hey, he knows he can't change his stars. Those of y'all, if y'all have seen the movie, Ulrich von Liechtenstein. Esau's not going to change his stars. He's not going to make himself longer, give himself more longevity. He's not going to, He's going to run right up to the moment he's supposed to end, and it's going to end. It's going to end abruptly, painfully, and without mercy. And you, Jakes, you're going to get caught up right in it. This is Psalms 137, and beginning at 7, and it reads, "Remember, O Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, That means burn it down, level it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon. And see, and the scriptures calls Esau Edom the daughter of Babylon. So, all you people talking about Esau's done away with. Well, this is Babylon, and Esau is scheduled to be running the world when Yahushua makes his return. So he's not done away with. He's hidden in plain sight. The same way the Most High hid us in plain sight, he's hidden himself in plain sight. But now all covering casts are being removed, because as it's made manifest who we are. Well, then that just leaves one other person to have to be brought into the light, and that's you, Esau. As Ezekiel 37 continues to manifest itself, and the children of Israel stand upon their feet, the elect, and that 1/3 and the 144,000, as they raise up and stand upon their feet, then that means they're being made manifest who the true children of Israel are. Which means at the same time, that man of sin who's been hidden, who's hiding himself, who's pretending to be everything else but whom he really is, well, guess what? He gets made manifest as well. So, verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. And you know how you've done us. You know how you've treated us. You know all the abominable works and acts that you've done to the children of Israel. From the time of Rome, from Greece, Rome, up through, all up through and all the way till now, into the so-called Renaissance. Hey, all this has to be paid back. All this has to be answered for. You're not getting away with any of it. Hey, we serve a righteous and a balanced power. That which you sow, you shall reap. So you're going to reap. There's no getting around it, no getting through it, no getting under it, no getting over it. You are going to reap that which you have sown. This is Lamentations 4:21, and it reads, Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. I'm going to read 22 as well. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So our punishment has been accomplished. The Most High has chastised us. He's put us in the furnace of affliction. He's refined us. He has made us ready to be pillars in the kingdom. Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah be part of that. He has brought us through this furnace of affliction, and now, hey, he's getting ready to bring us out on the other side in grand style. To be taken out of here in chariots of the Lord, man, you can't think of it. Them people all got on boats and them old ruckety, rusty, busted boats and ships and planes, and went back to a land that it's not even begun to give out its fertility and its abundance, because you ain't the people. Wait till the Most High puts his children back in the land in perfection, in their perfection. That land is going to show you what true abundance is. Hey, like when the when the spies went in and told of all that they saw in the land, that land is going to go back to its abundant type. Man, hey, woo-wee. Not to mention the people are going to be perfect. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away unto captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. You picked up our book. You claimed our book unto yourself. You claimed to be the people. Well, guess what? You took on the requirements of that book. Whereas you would have known no sin had you not known the law. Well, sucker, you know the law now. And the transgressions of that law is getting ready to be fully imposed on you. Same way we had to go through it, but you're going to get double, man. You touched the apple of the Most High's eye, and you thought it was all good. It's all gravy. I ain't got no problems. He's like me. You get ready to figure out in a heartbeat, man. He's nothing like you. Nothing like you. He is an honest, righteous man. He's a true power. Power of the whole universe. So with that, I pray this lesson hasn't gone too long. I pray that there's some edification gleaned from this lesson. As always, whenever at all possible, I always like to end my lesson with what is your requirement, Israel? What is it that you need to do? So this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, and it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, reverence, honor, respect. Put some respect on his name. And keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. So with that, we are coming up on another Shabbat. So I want to say Shalom Shabbat to all of the brethren out there. I want to say Shalom. I want to say, hey, man, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai for, hey, allowing me to pick up the pace, to step up and get busier. Hey, man, Lord's will. All of these things begin and happen. Like the apostle said, he coined this year the year of the hopeful Jacob's trouble. Because the sooner all of this transpires, the sooner we get out of here. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but we looking to get up out of here. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha Kwadash. Double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders, and great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I want to say Shalom, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, and Awa Abba Abba. Shalom.